Life 101. Join me on the path of the unknown, the path of the future, the path of life. Just like you, I also am another man trying to understand how everything works, who I am, what am I, and eventually what is and how to use my worth. If you too are like me, then join me on this adventure of the simple causal men. We are no special beings. We have not accomplished anything, but we keep trying through failure. At some point along the way we see around. There is so much to see and so much to unsee. Sometimes we wish we wouldn't be able to see what the world offers. Sometimes we pry why we couldn't see more, considering we are all doomed one day to die. Anxiety, fear and hesitation are something we should remove. We should outgrow ourselves in a way. This kind of talking through in my voice, or my eloquent sounding voice, will not make a change at all. This is not a wake-up call. All I will try to do throughout this series is to make myself first acknowledge this life of mine, and perhaps learn from you, and ultimately maybe like myself, I will be able to help someone, maybe to move even a centimeter ahead of where he is. So without taking too long, let me explain something. I am no master, no teacher, no life coach, none, nor a professional therapist. If you need professional help, go and seek it. I can't do that for you. What I can and hope to achieve is a network of people, trying to make each other understand where they are. After all, the mental health is one of the most important aspects of our life, which we tend never to cure. My first episodes will be about what am I going through, and what am I thinking right now. I wish with my whole heart I had a voice like Morgan Freeman, but we are just simple people. Let's go with my first episode, and what I am thinking. If you can add to it, please reply with a video of your own, or comment here to help each other. What I am thinking today is simple. What is going on? And as far as I have understood, nobody knows. Maybe they act like they know, or maybe they know and I am just wrong. But is that of concern? There are more deep philosophical matters of concern. For example, why do we exist? If we knew what was going on, would it help? Yes. The answer is, we are in a high inflation economy that has ruined our world at this very moment because of many deep matters that would require the smartest people in the world in a room together to form a thesis as to why this happened, and nobody would agree with that. Perhaps this is just my thought, my assessment of the situation, not the answer. I can't answer, but deep down I think we like to know or pretend that we want to know just because. Is that intriguing? Is a never-ending topic for conversation, which we could play all the sides. Everyone can have a role, literally like everything else, to people who think every day to keep them distracted from their main problem. Like, maybe better to think, what is the biggest issue, problem, or trouble you are facing right now, at this very second, but not the problem of the second. The biggest you have, which you are letting in the sideline since you are afraid to admit what it is, and you have submitted to it that it cannot be solved. Is that Instagram quote once I read, people love quick pleasure instead of pain, that eventually lead them to their goals, so they always sidetrack away from them. I do this too, and perhaps you too. My point of the day is that I have understood I have done this my whole life. Yet it seems I am not facing it, not solving it. Or maybe I have given up a long time ago. Now I am doing side quests to keep me going, since my dream and goals are too heavy to bear them in my shoulders, that we bury them, in silence, deep inside our brains. Let them starve them, whispering for relief, which we never give. We talk about them so we keep them in captivity and alive, but never achieve them to set them, us eventually free.